ae92 guys back with another video. The GCC projects has got put aside. I already got a crankshaft for the block that I got, and the block will be, reused. It's just the crankshaft is done. It's gonna have new air pistons and some other stuff, and then new head gasket, whatever it needs. But yeah, this project, I got a drop off the crankshaft. It's like 150 bucks. And when I drop off the crankshaft for the Corolla, then I go back. I hope I got the project, the Toyota Yaris, out of the garage and going. I put this Scion TC up for sale or trade for like another Yaris, and that'll give me enough money to, finish that one up, the Corolla, and finish up the Yaris, which I have it inside the garage. I basically just started working on it yesterday. I just finished lifting it up. I went to the back to make the videos for you. I just lifted up. All the lug nuts are loose. And I noticed an inspection window over here, right behind the starter. Nice. Very nice. I can move the rod around and turn it at 360 degrees. All right. So yeah, that's the rod. And the inspection window goes further than that. So it goes way down here. You can see that. I don't know how much boost this dude was running, but it also has a hole on the back side of the crank. I can't, if you can see up there, that's all the way through. Whatever you see on that hole over there is a hose clamp and a hose. But that's almost, hole in the front, bottom, and rear. Yeah. It's missing a bolt from right there. Holy cow, look at that big old crack. How much boost this guy was running. God, I didn't see that. I just pointed the camera to here. Yeah, all the way up there, there's a crack. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. This guy. I don't know if this is running 20 pounds or whatever, but that's how clean it has got. I'm impressed with that hole. I didn't, like, I seen the hole earlier, with the flashlight of my phone. I didn't, this is a Streamlight. It has obviously a lot more lumens. But wow, I am impressed. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to hold camera angle. Jesus Christ, these mosquitoes are like fucking jets. Sorry about the swear word. I'm getting off the floor. And, it's got some goodies. Now this setup over here on the short shifter, if you see this right here, that's like a short shifter kit. You get it? Then on top of this one goes there with the clip right there. Regular manual transmission clip. And this one back here is the solid bushing. This one just moves it, back and forth. And this one is the gear selector. First, second, third, fourth, fifth gear. But yeah, I got the bushings here. Okay, I got a bushing right here to show you guys. Solid bushings. This one seems like whatever, I don't know, chrome plated or whatever. But it's heavy still. I'm assuming maybe brass and plated. I'm not sure. I don't know where I put the rest of the parts. I got them somewhere. Yeah, but you get the drift. It's got a short shifter kit, but it's not a. I kind of knew it had a short shifter. I never drove a stick shift Yaris before, but I knew them gears were like way too short. That's that could be some goodies that the car has, you know. And also, I guess the kit comes with the plate right there for the wires. That's not the factory plate. That is actually moving the wires back a little bit or maybe forward. I'm not sure how the factory bracket for the shifter cables look. That's one of the goodies. Another part of the goodies is the plug and play harness. Right? This is pretty expensive. And the FIC. It's an FIC 6. It's not an FIC 4. The number 1910 right there. It tells me that it's a FIC 6. Now, this is an FIC 6 that I bought to learn how to tune on it. I haven't had any, success with it because I don't know much about it and I'm not good with computers. But I got some friends that are going to jump along this winter. And Jesus Christ, these mosquitoes are killing me. That's why the camera's all over the place. Even when I was under the car, mosquitoes were fucking attacking me. So, yeah. That's a blank one. That was to tune the XB. But now I know that I could connect to this one also. Plug it in and try to tune that one. If this one is open, because the one will happen, the problem with the XB is that you can't go in because you have to put a pin to access the map. So the tuner just blocked the computer. That way we can't see and mess with the tune unless we get our own tune. You know what I'm saying? Some people do that. They block the tune. It is what it is. I bought it like that. That's what happens when you get things off marketplace or whatever. The drift. So hopefully the one for the Yaris is not blocked, and we can see and play around with it once we record the old tune. The reason I want to get into it is I want to see what was the old injector size that this had, because it's got factory injectors right now, and the turbo kit was connected, right, to the factory computer. Everything was connected normally. The wires were run through there, down behind the heater box, all the way by the glove box. And yeah, there's a simple plug and play connect. Hopefully I could just send power to it and connect to it and get the injectors, put some injectors, figure out the drivability issue that he had, because the car was not running right at one point, and it was put on at marketplace for $4,900 if I remember right. A few months later, I seen it for dirt cheap and I bought it, but the motor was obviously blown. So I know the guy told me he paid $1,500 for the turbo to be put on not too long ago, but it had a previous setup. It's just a turbo setup. It was just, it wasn't running right. So I'm assuming they removed the ECM, put the factory one in, and who knows what they did. It's like they now they put on the new turbo kit, whatever it was, or just a new turbo. I know this. He said the guy paid 1,500 for the new turbo, but it's no name brand. I'm assuming it's 1,500 for the turbo and installation. Uh, yeah, it was a no name brand turbo. The one that's here, it looks like a no name brand turbo. So I'm not able to see it because it's got a boot in front of the turbine housing, so I'm not able to see that. But yeah, stay tuned. Oh wait, what I did here is I took the wideband air fuel gauge and put it on the XB, and now the XB has a functional wideband. I was driving it that way, and it's perfectly tuned. So no issues with that. There's some wires down there for the gauge, RPM gauge. I was trying to figure it out how they had it connected, and they got the signal, RPM signal. They're catching it from the ae92 connector. That's how I figured I'm gonna use a gauge for the ae92 2ZZ swap. I'm gonna just tap into the ae92 connector and get my RPMs from there, and that's it. And put a gauge on it, and done deal. I'm not gonna try to break up the factory one with some type of voltage, voltage. I don't know. It'll turn low signal to high signal. Voltage amplifier, whatever it is. I don't remember right, but yeah, just trying to bring you along and the updates. So again, just like, comment, subscribe if you guys want to see more of this thing. I want to see more of it, and if it doesn't blow up like the ae92 that was, and that one I tried to record for you guys, but I hadn't known many passes. I couldn't keep the phone on the window, so if not, I would have footage of it running. I know this is what this channel is about, and this is what the people wanted to see, but right now it's downtime for it. And I mean, this is a Toyota, still cool. It's a Yaris. I picked it up for cheap. It's a come up project. I'm not afraid of buying projects out of marketplace, really. Some people really don't know what they're doing. For example, with the XB, I basically, one of the things I did, the guy did a spark plug change, not knowing that the gap of the spark plug of the original engine are not for boost, you need to close the gap in order for the spark to jump that gap. The gap had to be closed down, and the reason why, the higher the compression, you lower the compression on a motor on a turbo car, right? To raise the compression, because you're lowering the compression to raise the compression, because you're compressing more. When you use lower compression pistons, you have a bigger chamber. It can take more air, and more pounds. I mean, the turbo itself can take more air, but if you're lowering the compression, just remind you that it's compressing more air, and especially if it's boosted, there's going to be more resistance for that spark to jump across. So it needs a smaller gap. So that's just, I don't know. I went to tech school a long time ago, and I learned that, and I applied it. So that also helped me understand about other cars that I had in the past that had misfires and things like that. That at the time I didn't even know what air to fuel ratio was. I was a young guy, just throwing everything I could at a car and not, trying to make it run when I didn't even know what their fuel ratio was. So yeah, no, I had no indication. So yeah, I won't take any more of your time. As this is meant to be a short video, and I turn it too long when I'm talking too much. I got to get my hands on. All right, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content, and if you want to see, I'm just like you guys. I work a 9 to 5, and I don't have a lot of money either to do this kind of stuff. But I just pretty much got lucky that I am a mechanic and a / technician. Yeah, I went to tech school, so I learned, and I get things for dirt cheap. Just really, really, really lucky to have the 2cc setup to the point where I could just get a motor, put it in, and drive it away. Because let's say, being in the industry, I got a bunch of things for cheap. And, now I can play around. So, anyhow, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please like. It's very important. I forgot to mention to you guys that the Yaris has 67,000 miles. This car could last me 10 years easy. So, till the next time.